The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Ravens at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Ravens take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Hey, that right there, that's how you flip the script. The field goal would have made this a 2-score game. Instead, the extra point now would tie us up.
And you know what you have to guard against? Pointing fingers at each other now. Instead of being in control in this game, now you've got a battle on your hands. It's almost like having to start over.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Richardson off the play fake. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Richardson yet again. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready. 60 vices. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action with Richardson. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
First down, Colts.
Running left, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Ready.
And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Finish on.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
At the 39-yard line.
Finish on.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
Go. Finish it on.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Aguilar in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. $21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
19. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Richardson. Goes right back to McBride. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. On the ball now.
Richardson to throw off play action. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Touchdown Colts. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Jackson shakes off this, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now look out. And down to the 28-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. Interception return for a Colts TD. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Both teams going back to their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments.
The lead to the
and for the call of the second half,
we'll head
we go
down
back
to
up to
Orlando.
Baltimore
That's where
and
we
rejoin
find our man
Brandon
Jonathan
and
Coachman
Charles.
at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Richardson to the air on first down. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. Able to get this one to McBride. On the move past the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Throw left side, take it in by Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from going up by 30. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Report.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Middle.
Jackson now. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
3rd down.
Ready?
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yo.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Report.
They're going to try and throw. Now he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, check that.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Got a man. It's McBride complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
3rd and long for Richardson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On the shape.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Ready.
Here's Huntley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Now Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
65 cat, 65.
Huntley trying to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a yard at the 46-yard line.
70.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got some space here. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Trap 60, trap 60. Check it, check it.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Over the middle, it's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Ravens 12. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He stiff arms him, and it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today, but if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Let's go now. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Huntley to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one. And take it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next.